One question changed his life. Not a business plan, not a spreadsheet. A simple mindset test that helped him walk away from $1 million job to start something no one believed in. Most people chase comfort. Jeff Bezos chased clarity. This is the mindset shift that made Amazon possible. Let's see how. Welcome to Sunday series of Decode with Vishakh. Imagine you are 30. You are making 6 figures at a hedge fund in New York. You have got a safe life, predictable path, comfort, status. Now imagine throwing it all away to sell books on the internet. That's exactly what Jeff Bezos did in 1994. But he didn't do it on impulse. He didn't chase a get-rich-quick idea. Instead, he made a decision that would launch Amazon by using a powerful thought model he called the regret minimization framework. Regret minimization framework is not just a phrase, it's a mental compass, and it changed his life. Here's how. Jeff Bezos worked at D. Shaw, a hedge fund at New York, where he was a rising star. His boss saw him as a future partner material. His parents were proud. Life was good, but he kept on reading about the internet, and one stat caught his eye. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. He thought, what if I started an online bookstore? But then came the resistance. What if it fails? What if I ruin my career? What will people think? He was stuck between a lucrative present and an uncertain future. So he paused and asked himself one question. Bezos said, when I'm 80, will I regret not trying this? He realized he could live with failure, but he couldn't live with regret. In that instant, his decision became clear. He would rather try and fail than wonder what if for the rest of his life. That was the moment Amazon was born. Not on a spreadsheet, not in a garage, but in a quiet moment of introspection inside his mind. And that mental model, the regret minimization framework, became his guide for life's biggest decisions. Let's break down the psychology behind this. The human brain is wired for short-term comfort. We overvalue immediate pain and temporary risks, and undervalue long-term meaning and life satisfaction. That's why we stay in bad jobs, delay bold decisions, and ignore inner callings. But the regret minimization framework flips this mental model. It shifts you out of the present self and into the future self. Neuroscientists call this as temporal self-distancing. It activates parts of your brain linked to reflection, foresight, and emotional regulation. Instead of reacting from fear, you begin choosing from clarity. You are not asking what's easiest now. You are asking what will I thank myself for decades from now. That one shift moves your mindset from comfort to courage. And that's the mindset of builders, pioneers, and visionaries. Armed with that clarity, Bezos quit his job. He and his wife drove cross-country to Seattle. He wrote the Amazon business plan in his car. He walked out of a garage, packed and shipped book himself. Investors laughed, media mocked, the market doubted. But he stayed the course because he had already fast-forwarded in time and decided regret was heavier than failure. The rest, as we know, was history. Now, pause for a second. Think about your own life. Are you at crossroads? Maybe a career change, or a relationship decision, or starting something you have dreamt of for years. Instead of asking, what if it fails? Ask yourself, when I'm 80, will I regret not trying this? This is the regret test. It gives you a longer lens. It cuts through fear, and it brings you back to what really matters. Because failure fades, but regret lingers. And clarity is superpower. Jeff Bezos didn't just build Amazon. He built a life free from regret. And you can too. One decision at a time. Don't chase what's safe. Chase what your future self will be proud of. Tell me in the comments what's one thing you would regret not doing by the time you are 80. And if this changed how you think, hit like. Share it with someone who is at a crossroads. And if you're serious about building wealth, not just earn money, build inner power. Subscribe to Think Rich with Vishakh, where we think clearer, act bolder, and grow richer.